This video is for my friend FF, who is practicing her English for a test on food safety, as well as preparing for an interview. So this is to help her practice her English. 48 million people get sick from a foodborne illness every year in America. So repeat that. 48 million people get sick from a foodborne illness in America every year. I should say 48 million people in America get sick from a foodborne illness in America every year. There are 3 types of hazards in food safety. So say that. There are 3 types of hazards regarding food safety or in food safety. The first one is biological. Things included in biological hazards are bacteria, viruses, parasites, and all of those are pathogens. So what are the biological hazards? The biological hazards are bacteria, viruses, parasites. Those are all pathogens that could make you sick. So 3 types of hazards. The first one, biological. Second one, physical. What are the physical hazards in food safety? They are bones in fillets, like fillets of fish or chicken fillets. Fruit pits, which are like fruit seeds, like cherry pits and cherries, that could make someone choke. Bones in fillets could also make someone choke. Things that fall into food are glass, metal shavings, staples, dirt, jewelry, and bandages. The last hazard in food safety would be chemical hazards. And there are 3 chemicals that could get sprayed and fall on food. They are cleaners, sanitizers, and polishers. So what are the 3 chemical hazards? The 3 chemical hazards are cleaners, sanitizers, and polishes. Now the last thing, 5 things that can make food unsafe. One is that the food would be purchased from an unsafe source. Number 2, personal hygiene or poor personal hygiene or bad personal hygiene. This is where pathogens are transferred from our body to the food. So describe poor personal hygiene? You would say poor personal hygiene is Number 3, cross-contamination. Cross-contamination is cutting raw meat with a knife and then using the same knife to cut vegetables, or having raw meat on a surface and then not cleaning the surface, but then putting vegetables on the surface, or some other food, bread or some other food. So what is cross-contamination? Cross-contamination is when cross-contamination is when raw meat comes in contact with something else, like vegetables or bread or some other food. The main point is that raw meat has bacteria, specifically salmonella. So raw meat has salmonella, and because it's raw, it's not cooked. And so the salmonella could get on the other food. Number 4, time temperature abuse. So what is time temperature abuse? Time temperature abuse is leaving something out of the refrigerator for too long, or not cooking something long enough. So what is time temperature abuse? You would say time temperature abuse is or cooking or not cooking something long enough. Okay, last thing, number 5. The 5th thing in something that would make food unsafe would be cleaning and sanitizing. So poor cleaning or sanitizing, meaning that the knives that cut raw meat would need to be washed before they cut something else. The surfaces that raw food touched would need to be cleaned before other food was set there. Cleaning and sanitizing. I don't know if there's anything else that we might need to remember about that. So if so, go ahead and check and see if there's anything else. So before you finish this session, go back and speak about the 3 hazards: biological, physical, and chemical. Tell all about those. And then the 5 things that could make food unsafe. Good luck.